and welcome to the Spring 2014 Student Organization Information Meeting. We are going virtual this time, and I'd like to thank Mother Nature for making this necessary. I think this has to be an historic moment. I am not aware in my time at UNH period of any time that this meeting has been postponed, let alone postponed twice. I want to make sure that every student organization has all the information they need to have a great semester and a great year next year. So we're going to try doing this through a video with a little bit of assessment afterwards, and we'll see how this goes. Without further ado, let's get to the agenda. We're going to talk about re-recognition, we're going to talk about constitutional review, we're going to talk about priority scheduling, we're going to talk about space allocation, we're also going to talk about different resources, and finally some fun announcements. So buckle up everyone, it's going to be a fun ride. Alright everyone, first we're going to talk about the re-recognition process. Once a year, we have every student organization re-register on Wildcat Link, and it's a chance for them to update all their information on their profile, tune up their organization, and make sure that they're all set up for a great year. Only primary contacts are able to do this for your organization, so if your primary contact isn't available right now or you need to change it, you can do that in the Manage Roster Settings area of your group's Wildcat Link page. What you do is the primary contact of the organization will log in to Wildcat Link into the group's page. So what we have here is we have Christensen Hall Council's page, and I've chosen that because they've got a really cool photo right there. I just wanted to kind of highlight that. The primary contact is Haley, and so when Haley is the primary contact and she logs in, she is going to see that button underneath the name of the organization that says register. By clicking that button, that will bring her into the re-registration process. The re-recognition process is going to ask you for a lot of questions. It's going to ask you to verify the times that your organization meets, to verify your roster, to make sure all that information is there. And it's going to ask you about a lot of other things that we're going to cover in a little more depth shortly, such as the constitutional review. And it's also going to remind you about the space allocation process. We also ask for your organization to take a few minutes to brag about itself and some of the great things that it's done this year. From time to time, different departments and offices ask us what is going on with student organizations. When different departments ask me what's going on, I want to have all the information I can. So tell me everything that's great about what your org has done this year, and I'll be sure to pass that on. Finally, don't forget that the re-recognition window closes on March 7th, and this deadline is critically important. If you have any trouble with that, come on into the OSL and we'll help you out. Now it's time to talk about constitutional review. Just like the United States government and the states, your organization has a constitution. This is a document that your organization should review from time to time to make sure everything is up to date and any new officer positions that you have added or subtracted are accurately reflected. In the fall semester of 2012, the Office of Student Involvement and Leadership introduced a new student organization constitution template in order to ensure that all organizations have a strong constitutional foundation. It also reviewed all the student org constitutions, checking to make sure that the template minimums have been met. If your organization's constitution was found to be missing any of the required sections, a separate copy of the constitution has been placed in the documents section of your Wildcat Link page. In the coming weeks, we need you to review and edit your constitutions accordingly. Compare the marked up copy in your Wildcat Link documents with the template that was attached to today's weekly email. If you have any questions after reviewing the two portions, don't hesitate to come into the OSL or email leadership@unh.edu and we will get back to you. We are happy to help. In addition to constitutional review time and re-recognition time, it's also time for priority scheduling. What's priority scheduling? Priority scheduling is awesome for student organizations and allows the orgs a chance to actually get in there and schedule their major events for the coming year as well as their meetings before different departments and offices have a chance to schedule as well. We really make things easy for student organizations here at the MUB. I just wanted to highlight where you would fill out this priority scheduling information. The priority scheduling window will run from February 10th to March 9th, 2014. All priority scheduling requests must be made through the online request system, and the scheduling office will begin processing requests according to MUB policy on March 15th, and confirmation emails will be sent out at the end of April. Requests for fiscal year 2014, which is where we are right now, are still processed on an ongoing basis, and continue to stay tuned for information in the weekly email about priority scheduling. It's important to know that priority scheduling and space allocation are two completely separate processes. Space allocation is for office or storage space in the MUB, whereas priority scheduling is actually for event and meeting space. Space allocation is actually run by the MUB Board of Governors, which is a combination of students, staff, and alumni who help oversee the MUB. If your organization has storage or office space in the MUB that it would like to keep for the 2014 or 2015 academic year, or if your organization wants to have storage or office space in the MUB for the 2014-15 academic year, you must participate in the space allocation process. And the first step in the process is to request space via Wildcat Link. The link for space allocation is located in several places. in the re-recognition process that your primary contact will already be going through in the last few editions of the weekly email, and it's available in the Campus Links section of Wildcat Link. There's going to be a lot of questions on there, such as what kind of office space do you have or want, what kind of resources are in your office, and do you still need them or require them. Please give careful thought to your answers. If your office comes equipped with a phone that you don't use, maybe it's time to wonder if you need the phone in that office. If your phone looks something like this, it's a good indication that it probably doesn't get used that often. Now, I don't want to put the wrong message out there. If your organization has a telephone that it uses to make and receive calls, by all means, we want to keep that telephone in there. But if your organization has a telephone that's mostly aging or getting covered in dust, not being used, it never rings and you never make calls on it, let us know that on the form and we'll make sure to have that phone line taken out, and that way we can reallocate that funding to some other great events and resources here in the MUG. So when you're filling out that section of the space allocation process, please think about it. Alright, now it's time to go over the different resources that we have available to student organizations. The Student Activity Fee Financial Consultant, Julie Perrin, is going to be doing a series of drop-in org finance workshops in the OSL conference room. The first workshop will be Friday, February 21st from 2 to 3:30 p.m. The other workshop will be Wednesday, February 26th from noon to 1:30 p.m. So come on down with any student org finance question that you may have, and Julie, Sarah, and the SAFC execs will be there to help you out. The SICM team is back with a great new focus. If your organization is looking for help marketing your events and getting people excited about what you have going on, stay tuned to future weekly emails for information about how you can sign up for a workshop with the SICM team. Also, I've got some exciting news. The foundation to a great year and semester is team building and organization. The OSL's ACE Team Building, Event Planning, and Organization Assistance Team ULEAD is ready to help you and your org out. To sign up for a ULEAD workshop, log on to Wildcat Link, go under Campus Links, and click ULEAD Workshop Request. This past fall, the OSL hosted our first Student Org Development Conference. We had a great turnout from a variety of different organizations, and we are excited to come back with new and exciting workshops. We're planning to host our second conference on a Friday in early April, which will be a great resource for newly elected officers and veterans as well. And as always, the OSL is your one-stop shop for advice, printing, craft supplies, banner paper, and more. So come on into the OSL, and the friendly staff is always there to help you out. I think that might be it. I don't know.